Wow, just wow. The stimulus check and stimulus package roller coaster is still going on, and we've reached the craziest and scariest part of the ride. I'm sure you probably already saw the video President Trump released yesterday slamming the stimulus package, calling it a disgrace, and asking for it to be amended to include $2,000 checks instead of $600. There's a lot to unpack here because right after he posted that video, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Steny Hoyer, the three Democrat musketeers, went straight to Twitter to try to take credit. And shortly after that, Representatives AOC and Rashida Tlaib went on Twitter also and posted the amendment saying they're ready to vote on it. All eyes right now are on the Republicans. It's been awfully quiet from Mitch McConnell, Kevin McCarthy, and Steve Mnuchin. They're all probably panicking right now because all of this is a plan to try to win the Senate race in Georgia. But Lindsey Graham, a Republican, responded to this, and it is surprising. So please just hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel, and let's get to the details of this craziness. So President Trump released a video last night slamming the stimulus package, saying it's full of fat pretty much and wasteful spending. He lists a whole bunch of countries that are getting tens of millions of dollars, some hundreds of millions of dollars, and a couple are getting over $1 billion. He also says that the Smithsonian is getting $1 billion, the Kennedy Center is getting millions of dollars, and pretty much all these buildings and museums are closed right now. There are also provisions for hundreds of millions of dollars for construction projects at the FBI. He also says that the families of illegal aliens will get more money than the American citizens, that they'll get $1,800 each. The math here, I think, is that if there's a family of 4 with a parent who has an ITIN number, the 3 remaining members of the family with social security numbers will get $600 each, which is $1,800 in total. So I think he was off on this part, but he ends the video by saying this.
Congress found plenty of money for foreign countries, lobbyists, and special interests, while sending the bare minimum to the American people who need it. It wasn't their fault. It was China's fault. Not their fault. I am asking Congress to amend this bill and increase the ridiculously low $600 to $2,000 or $4,000 for a couple. I'm also asking Congress to immediately get rid of the wasteful and unnecessary items from this legislation and to send me a suitable bill, or else the next administration will have to deliver a COVID relief package. And maybe that administration will be me, and we will get it done. Thank you very much.
So this is huge if it actually goes through, but let's clarify a couple of things here. The package that passed the other day is not just the relief package. The government omnibus package was part of it, and we as a country do send a lot of money to other countries. That's just been a part of our policies. So whether you agree with that or not, it's not related to the virus, but I see where he's coming from. We're worried about spending money and increasing the debt, but we can find the millions and billions of dollars to send to other countries in the middle of the pandemic while sending our hardworking citizens only $600. It doesn't feel right, and it's not fair. I'm not going to even get into some of the things they're sending money for in order not to get political here, but yes, a lot of it is just ridiculous, and I'm sure the majority of you will probably agree with me. But besides the money to other countries, there's totally a lot of fat in that bill, in the relief bill, that's completely unrelated and wasteful spending. I don't understand why these bills need to be thousands and thousands of pages. Make it simple with simple provisions. What we need: stimulus checks, unemployment boost, rental assistance, money for small businesses, money for restaurants and airlines and schools and vaccine distribution and food aid, and that's it. Simple and clean. Anyway, I digress. So what happened right after President Trump posted that video? The Democrats tried to take that as a win for themselves, and they tried to take credit. Nancy Pelosi retweeted the video and said, Republicans repeatedly refused to say what amount the president wanted for direct checks. At last, the president has agreed to $2,000. Democrats are ready to bring this to the floor this week by unanimous consent. Let's do it. Oh yeah? Well, back in October, the president tweeted, if I am sent a standalone bill for $1,200 stimulus checks, they will go out to our great people immediately. I am ready to sign it right now. Are you listening, Nancy? Not trying to take sides here, but That was before the election, and Nancy Pelosi wasn't listening then, I guess, because she didn't want to give him any sort of win before the election. Then Chuck Schumer tweeted last night saying, "We spent months trying to secure $2,000 checks, but Republicans blocked it. Trump needs to sign the bill to help people and keep the government open, and we're glad to pass more aid Americans need. Maybe Trump can finally make himself useful and get Republicans not to block it again." Then AOC tweeted, "Let's do it. Rashida Tlaib and I already co-wrote the amendment for $2,000 checks, so it's ready to go. Glad to see the president is willing to support our legislation. We can pass $2,000 checks this week if the Senate GOP agrees to stand down." Then Chuck Schumer retweets AOC saying, "I'm in. What do you say, Mitch? Let's not get bogged down with ideological offsets and unrelated items and just do this. The American people deserve it." Wow, what a circus. Mitch McConnell is probably fuming right now. Then we also have Lindsey Graham saying, "I appreciate the fact that Speaker Pelosi supports President Trump's idea to increase direct payments to $2,000 per person. The American people are hurting and deserve relief. I know there is much bipartisan support for this idea. Let's go further." Then this morning, he tweets again saying, "I support President Trump's demand to increase direct payments for long-suffering Americans to $2,000 per person. And I also support his call to end Section 230 big tech legal liability protections. Let's vote." So he's trying to get something in return here. "We'll give you the $2,000 checks if you take away liability protections from companies like Facebook, Twitter, and Google." We all know why. But oh man, the craziness in this country never ends. This is really like watching bad reality TV. So now we wait and see what the Republicans will do with that, because the president is not signing this package. The government is funded only until December 28th, so we have a few short days to reach a decision. So stay tuned, everybody, and let's hope for the best. If Mitch McConnell agrees to this, man, that would be huge for the American people, for the economy, for the stock market, and for everybody. $2,000 per person is huge. So we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new videos and new content for you. Also, make sure to check the link in the description for the Yara savings account. It's a savings account that is FDIC insured, but gives you interest with a lottery system. If you use the link below, you'll get 100 tickets that when you deposit as little as $25 for a chance to win up to $10 million. Then you'll get a weekly ticket for every $25 that you deposit. I think this is the future of banking, as it encourages savings to earn more chances at winning a large prize. Also, don't forget to get your free stocks from Webull, potentially worth up to $1,600 when you deposit only $100, which is just like cash. You can take it out anytime you feel like it. All the links are in the description below. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.